Next area of personal finance topics in the banking and budget unit, we're going to move on with the concept of our second financial statement, a personal balance sheet. When we look at our personal balance sheet, it's dealing with our financial information, but it's looking at all of the things that you have of value, called assets, compared to the total amount of debt or the amount of money you still owe on certain things we call your liabilities. Now, the difference between the things you have of value compared to the things that you still owe money on is what we're going to call equity. If you look at it from an individual standpoint, if you own a home worth $150,000 and you still owe another $100,000 on the mortgage, if you go sell that house, they write you the check for $150,000. You then still have to pay off the mortgage of $100,000. What's left in equity is $50,000. Well, you have other things other than a home as far as assets, but you also have other things in the form of liabilities as well. Some examples of some assets would be a car or a home, cabin or property. You'd have personal items, whether that be clothing or jewelry or furniture, television, computers, things of that nature. You could have a boat, four-wheeler motorcycles. The one part that we don't have listed here would be also some financial things, such as savings accounts or checking accounts or investments. Those would also be assets to a person. When we look at our liabilities, those are the big four debts that we've talked about, too good, too bad, your mortgage and student loan being good debt, your credit card and auto loan being more that bad debt, and another one here, it's a home equity loan or a second mortgage. But again, these are the numbers that are still outstanding. How much do you still owe on the mortgage? Not your $1,100 monthly mortgage payment. I still owe $130,000 on the house. Not your $205 student loan payment. I still owe $12,500 on my student loans. So as we compare the two, a budget compared to a personal balance sheet, what is the big difference? It's time. Your budget is a monthly paycheck versus bills or income versus expenses kind of document, and you're only concentrating on those amounts. Okay? Your personal balance sheet is the value of all the things that you own as compared to the total amount you still owe on those. So both financial documents, budget and personal balance sheet, one of them monthly, paycheck compared to bills, budget. The other one, total things you own compared to total amount of debt owed.